Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. No way, no way. I think he's got some secrets. Hey, you, I think he's kind of murdery. Because we're talking about should I marry?
I am in love.
Should I marry a murderer? No, you should not.
Oh, really? I don't think it's that bad an idea. As long as he doesn't kill you.
You're like low key into it, and I
really am.
Just because like he's not murdering me, right? It's totally fine.
I was like, honestly, I don't even know why she told anybody. It's not that big a fucking deal.
And on that note, this is Kiki.
This is Jessie.
This is Two Girls, One Haircut. Oh my God. We're talking about the show Should I Marry a Murderer on Netflix.
And it's awesome.
It's really good. Binky watched it before us and was like, I think you could easily talk about this.
And we were like, okay.
We're like, okay, just because like, I have a very different opinion than you.
There might be some questionable things, I think, associated with the victim.
I know. I think my concern. I think my concern is that
the red flags aren't red flags to you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, some of the red flags weren't red flagging, and I was like,
not victim shaming.
I was like, I think this says a lot more about me than it does her.
I mean, I'm like a victim shamer, but Jessie's like, I would have done the same thing. So I'm like, well, we can talk about it then.
And then Kiki's like, how many days a week are you going to therapy? We might need to
up that. Add an extra hour here and there.
Well, to go along with the topic for this show, I have a this or that.
Yeah, you do.
And I have
Did we introduce ourselves?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you sang that lovely song, and then you said,
we introduced her.
Yeah.
I was the one who prompted it, which is why you're confused.
That is, because
we're
usually
leaving
I
this
do.
in.
Okay.
We're leaving this all in.
All right, number one.
Wait, where are we right now?
Everest. If you know, you know. That's why you're so confused.
I didn't come up with these questions, and I don't necessarily enjoy the phraseology of some of them, but I shall read as they are on here, okay? Number one, shit goes down. You want help from a true crime-obsessed best friend or an ex-detective neighbor?
I'm going with the ex-detective.
Oh, me too.
Okay.
But the only thing I could say for a true crime obsessed best friend is they're gonna believe you, right?
True story.
So your bestie who is obsessed with true crime, they're clearly into true crime. They know all the things. They might be on Reddit.
So you
hardcore.
could like throw out the craziest shit.
Yeah.
And they're not
probably
be like, yeah,
they're not going to be like, that's crazy. You need to lay off the peyote, you know. But like but if you have an ex-detective neighbor and he's kind of ornery, but you're like, listen, John, some stuff's going down, and I need you to help me investigate. He might be there. I feel like he has access to databases and people in the system who could help you.
The thing that I like is the outside perspective, because I think an
the
outside perspective that understands the system. And then can like give you
because I'm like he's got to have friends in the force, right? Who he can contact me like, I'm going to call Sandy and he's going to tell me all this stuff, and you're like, yeah, you get him on the horn and find out.
Would you help me hide a body?
No. Yes. Don't ask me that on the podcast. Of course I wouldn't. That's crazy. I would never help you hide a body, but I totally would do it. Okay, thank you.
All right, question number two. If you decide to be a filthy rat, do you want witness protection or do you want to fake your own death?
Oh, I want to fake my own death.
I knew you would say that. And I want to know the cops are always watching me to help me. I want to know if somebody's got my back.
Also, I'm going to fake my own death that I went to Everest because everybody would believe that I died on Everest.
Well, they would believe you died, but they wouldn't believe you could afford it.
They wouldn't believe that I would actually choose. They might believe I choose to go.
I'm like, she was so delusional. She was like that Sandy lady.
Yeah. She was like, I heard we can have coffee on the mountain.
She took espresso and that's it. If you don't know what we're talking about, listen to the last episode.
She took her espresso, her latest issue of Vogue, and the most stylish crampons she could find.
Ooh, stylish. She sprayed them hot pink and it made them slippery.
And so let's do this, bitches.
No, I'm going to go witness protection.
She said, get in, loser, we're going to Everest.
Because I really hope that they like put me up in some small coastal town where there's not a lot of people, but then they're like watching me so I know I'm like safe and I don't have to look over my shoulder. They're looking over my shoulder.
That's just like your dream, isn't it? Like,
yeah. And I don't have to have a lot of friends or talk to people, and I don't have to be on social media.
Oh
my God, that is my dream, to be in witness protection.
I know.
I need to witness a crime, people.
I don't know what place you'll be in your life when these are your only options. Number three, which would you rather have? A murderous mother-in-law who is thought to have killed one of your husband's old girlfriends, or a suspected serial killer neighbor?
Ooh. Let's see here.
A murderous mother-in-law who is thought to have killed one of your husband's old girlfriends. I like that because at least the old girlfriend's out of the picture. And I don't have to worry about her anymore.
Like, bitch is gone. We're good.
I'm like, she probably had it coming.
And she hasn't killed you yet, so she probably likes you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Serial killer neighbor makes for good watching.
I feel like I can't do the serial killer neighbor because I'm going to want to have my binoculars on, and I'm gonna be like watching their movement and want to know what they're doing. Like, I'm one of those people that, like, if I get up in the middle of the night and like I have to go to the bath, like when I lived at Mill Glen, right, and like in Douglasville, and before I lived here, and I would like go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, and then like a car drives by and it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why is somebody? Or it's like 3:30 and I'm like, why is somebody out driving at 3:30 in the morning? And I take a note of it in my brain because I'm like, when the cops come, I'm going to be able to tell them it was exactly 3:32. I was going to the bathroom and I thought it was strange,
and it was a red Chevy.
And it was a red Chevy. I do look out the window and I'm like, it was a red Chevy. There, you know, yeah. So,
and
I
as the detective, I'm like, why are the blinds not closed? Like, why are you looking out the window? Also, you're a girl, so when you pee, you're sitting down. It's not like you're just staring out the window.
No, I walked into the bathroom to go, and our window was over the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I was just trying to figure out like why you were looking out the window.
Oh,
while
I
you
totally
peed.
pee standing up all the time. It's a mess, but it's fun.
Number 4. Small town murder or big city conspiracy.
Ooh, small town murder.
Oh.
Because
this is what you'd be more interested in watching or listening to, right?
yeah.
Is it? Or
sure.
Or which would you rather be more a part of?
Well, obviously, small town murder.
Small town murder. That murder that I did not participate with
I don't
Jessie
know.
getting rid of a body.
I love a good conspiracy. I think
Yeah, but when it's like, I don't know, I feel like small towns, like, you can investigate and go up to all the people and be like, yeah, but were you there at that bar that night? And they're like, well, I was, but I left at 10, but I saw John over at the other thing. And you're like, oh, did you?
I know. I just like the webs and like the things being connected that I never saw being connected because I didn't know that there was an opportunity for them to be connected. And I feel like there's a lot more like...
I mean, that's the wrong answer, but it's fine.
Number 5. Let's say you go missing. Would you rather have to rely on Reddit or Facebook to help solve your disappearance?
Reddit, because those fuckers are crazy.
They go deep.
They go real deep, real
They
hard.
go real deep, but I will say, do you remember that documentary about, like, killing cats?
Yes.
And that was Facebook.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. It was the Facebook community who's like, you don't fuck with cats. And then they found that guy, the murderer. It was all Facebook.
I feel like...
But I always say Reddit.
I feel like people are
You can
more
get lost in a
unhinged
Reddit
on
thread.
Reddit, and I kind of am there for that. Like,
get
I'm
lost,
like,
and they're
I want no filter, and if like
I
we're
want them
trying
to call people out.
yes, if we're trying to solve stuff, I need everybody throwing everything at the wall.
Yeah. See what
and
sticks.
yes, and so that's where I'm like,
Yeah,
Reddit.
I agree, Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have to escape a cult or escape a billionaire family?
I don't think Binky thinks these are good. Okay, I want to escape a cult because they're a bunch of granola crunchers and they're dumb.
See, that's how
And
I feel
a billionaire
too.
family has money and connections, and they'll make you disappear.
Yeah, but
You don't want that.
Scientology is a rich cult.
Yeah, I didn't say rich cult. I said a cult. That's like a rich family cult.
I still feel like cult too. I feel like it would be easier to escape a cult than a billionaire
Also,
family.
usually cults don't have access to like computers and things like that, or like they're kind of insulated and lazy, like outside. Like if you
because you're
left
like, if
and
you
went
had
too far,
access to all these other things, you wouldn't be in the cult.
yeah, and if you go far enough, they're just gonna be like, ugh, it's out of our purview. I'm tired. Let's take a nap and
Yeah,
we'll
they're
deal
like,
with it
you went to
later."
another country. I'm not chasing either. But
3
billionaires,
states-
they got unlimited resources.
They're like 3 states over. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 7, which of these would you enjoy more? The solved case satisfaction or the unsolved case rabbit hole?
I'm here for the rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole on
I'm gonna
Reddit.
go
Let's do it.
Yep, deep into the rabbit hole.
Deep into the rabbit hole because my neighbor is a serial killer, and I need
and I'm
Reddit
gonna
to fix
figure it out.
and I'm going to use my detective ex neighbor, who apparently is not that good because he didn't figure out that our other neighbor
Is a serial
killer. Yeah, I'm going to change my answer on that one.
This is my final question, ladies.
Okay.
Where would you rather be stuck? A locked cabin in the woods or an isolated motel off the highway?
Oh God.
Ew. Neither.
Oh God.
I think hotel off the highway. And I think Bates Motel
I think
and
cabin in the
Cabin in the
woods.
Woods.
I'm
Off the
thinking
highway.
like VRBO. It's got a hot tub. We're just in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, but do you want to be murdered in a hot tub?
Why am I going to be murdered at either of these? It doesn't say, would you rather be murdered at one of these? It just says, would you rather be stuck?
Yeah, but the whole premise is like creepiness, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to go...
I feel like cabin in the woods is less creepy than a motel with, like, I don't know who my serial killer neighbor is.
Yeah, but you hate the idea of like people watching you from outside and your lights are on and that's the vibe.
Yeah, but I also love the idea of people watching me.
Like I also have blinds. So. I'm going to say isolated motel.
As long as nobody shows up and says that I have to kill people in order to prevent Armageddon.
From like a cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Cabin in the woods.
Oh, see. Yeah.
Oh my God.
As long as I don't have to, like, make those kind of choices.
Literally the movie Cabin in the Woods. It's a good movie. It's a good one. Yeah. Okay, so we are talking all about the Netflix show, Should I Marry a Murderer?
Yes.
And
3-part series.
When we saw
Very
it,
easy to binge.
Oh, so bingeable. I don't think you can't not binge it.
I know.
I had to like stop in the middle of like one of the episodes
To
and
make
it nearly
dinner?
killed me.
I know.
I was like, I can't do this.
Kiki's like, fuck food. We're on GLP-1s.
Yeah,
We
I was
don't
like,
even
you don't
need
need to eat. You don't need to eat. You don't need it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
She's like, fatty, you're just losing weight. Don't worry about
I'm
it.
like, you're losing weight and you're learning about people that are crazy. No, I think the initial thing was me was like, no, don't marry the murderer. And you're like, I mean, is he hot? Does he have money? And I was like, oh no.
I was like, if I had to be on the apps, I would totally be on Farmers Only.
Oh my God.
I want a good farm boy who's like living on the land.
Can help you bury a body.
Yes.
I know you're going to say that.
He's going to let me feed it to the pigs. And,
ew.
Yes.
And then those pigs get crazy and they eat your face.
Why would they eat my face?
That's literally Silence of the Lambs.
I know,
The
but
prequel.
like that's only
Brees
because
DJ Pancake wrote that story first about travelers, and he would feed them to the pigs. Not him, but the story is about. He's a West Virginia author.
was it real? Was he feeding?
No,
No, it was like a
but yeah, it's part of the
story he wrote.
story.
No, gotcha. I can't. That's
I
the
know.
problem. When the two of you start talking, half the time I'm like, where are we? What is happening right now? I don't know why Vicky likes me.
I don't either. All right. So let's talk about the story. It takes place
Okay.
in Scotland.
Which I love. First off, I love that they say things like we all the time. We, like instead of tiny, they're like, oh, let's have a wee cup of this, or
I
let's
thought
have a
you
wee
meant like
this.
we did this, like, and I was like, we say that too.
No, I like that they say the word we.
Oh, just
like,
had a wee dram of whiskey.
oh, he's playing with his wee dandy doodle.
Oh, isn't that so sweet? He's playing with his wee dandy doodle. All right.
Also, I love the accent, the Scottish accent. Like, I could just watch like shows about anything as long as they have an accent, because I just feel like I'm okay with that.
Okay, so Should I Marry a Murder?
Yes.
Netflix. Mm-hmm. It's based on, I mean, it's not based. It's this girl telling her story.
Okay.
Caroline. Mm-hmm. Muirhead? I can't pronounce her last name. She's Scottish, so who knows?
Muirhead.
Yeah, it's probably something
I don't know.
like
I just say something with like a very strong accent and
add it-
pretend like that's real.
You can understand it and it
Yeah.
works. So this is all about...
She was just in a wee relationship.
She was in a wee relationship. That was more Irish.
I know.
I can't
I don't
do
know.
it. Okay, so she talks about... She meets this guy online.
Okay.
And first of all, she meets him on Tinder.
Is it Tinder?
It's Tinder. She's like...
Did she swipe right?
She's like, I had a previous... She's a pathologist.
Which is so cool.
Impressive.
Yes.
Impressive job. We've talked about how cool that is, I think, before. Maybe that episode got cut. I'm not sure. It's happened.
Maybe it
too.
got cut. Maybe it got deleted. Who the
But
fuck
so
knows?
she's had to go to medical school. She's a very smart girl.
Yes.
Right. She's done all the training. She's working as a pathologist in Glasgow, in Scotland.
Which, for anybody who doesn't know what a pathologist is, it's the person who determines like the cause of death. Not the
She's
same as a
cutting up
coroner.
Coroner?
I know. Wow.
Coroner.
I know. What kind of accent was that?
Oh God. So yeah. So she's cuts up dead bodies and does all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So she's like got out of a really long-term relationship, and she's I didn't do my timer. This is fucked. Wanna fuck?
That's what we should have done in the Everest episode. That's Sandy Pittman's like, wanna fuck?
Oh my God. Okay.
Sandy's over there like, wanna fuck? And the mountain's like,
Wanna fuck?
mountain's like, cut it out.
Wanna fuck? It's like yodelay.
And the Sherpas are like, shit's gonna go down.
She's making sauce. Okay. God, we can add that in.
wanna fuck?
Okay. So We're so off track. Okay, so she's like she had been in a long-term relationship. It ended. She's lonely. She's like, I gotta meet somebody. So she's like, so I go on Tinder. My first response is Tinder for dating? Because I thought it was like strictly fucking.
Yes.
You said yes.
I say this as neither of us have ever been on Tinder. Like ever.
No, I haven't been on Tinder.
I don't know if you swipe right. I don't know if you swipe left. I don't know if you swipe up. I don't know if you swipe down.
Is it the swipe app though? Do you swipe?
I think it
okay.
is.
Well,
something else important about her with long-term relationships, she was cheated on.
Oh, is that okay?
So
she was cheated on.
So
she was in like this relationship for like 8 years.
8 years,
prior.
and she was cheated on, and she does talk about how that kind of like fucks with your mentality, which I can understand that. Like you think you know this person, and then
you don't.
Yeah, you don't. And so she's like, I'm gonna go on Tinder, and we're both like, okay.
And then she's like, and then she's like, there's nobody around, so I'm gonna expand.
It's basically the entire island of Scotland,
which I'm like, therefore,
she's like over 100-mile radius because you got to meet people, and I'm like, okay. So
I mean, you do live on an island, like fair.
She gets a match, and it's 2.5 hours away. Like,
but he's like a hot farmer.
He's not hot. He's
a hot twin farmer.
So she goes, it gets really like hot and heavy quick. Like she talks about also because once she goes out and meets it, she goes out to meet him for the first time on his farmland in the middle of the freaking Scottish Highlands. And her friend's like, aren't you worried he's a murderer? And she's like, no, I'm sure it's fine.
What
and
are the
like,
odds?
What are the odds?
Like,
and I'm like, yeah, not
not good, apparently.
Already making terrible life decisions, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I will say there was a lot of stuff I watched about this where she was like, I know this is a red flag. And I'm like, but is it?
You're like, is it? And I'm like, yes, Jessie,
and I'm
it's
like,
a red flag.
I think that says more about me than anything else. But that was one of the things that she did. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if that was the smartest idea.
Yeah, that's not. No.
Like, couldn't you have met like somewhere in the middle at a cafe?
And like share your location with like not on his property? No, it's so crazy. And so they get hot and heavy real fast, right? And a part of it is because she's like, when I go out, like I'm going for the weekend.
I got to drive all that way, so you might as well. And, here's the other thing. It's during COVID that they meet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, when they meet, it's during COVID.
No, I thought COVID happened later.
No, it happened. They meet in the fall of 2020.
Yeah, but shutdowns haven't happened yet.
Why? The world shut down on March 13th, 2020.
No, because she talks about later about how they go back to his place and they like hunker down there because of COVID.
Okay, well maybe in the UK it was different.
Okay, well I don't know. Well, anyway, she's like, I'm so lonely and I'm sad in a Scottish accent. And they get hot and heavy really fast. And
you can't just say Scottish accent, right?
Yes, I can. I'm like, air quote, Scottish accent. And he says to her, I love you. She's like, I feel so seen. We're so amazing. He's like, I have to tell you, I did something terrible. I did this terrible thing. And she's like, what? What now? And he tells her that him and his brother
we're driving
his twin brother, intoxicated driving, and they are big drinkers and partiers. Like even straight up in this relationship, she's drinking, she's doing drugs with him, which to me is crazy because I'm like, you went to school for medicine.
But like define drugs, because like, I mean, it could have been pot when they first
cocaine.
Doing stuff. Well,
they
that's
mentioned
what
her
they
snorting.
Later do cocaine.
Okay. Well,
but
they're doing
like
all kinds of
gateway drugs. Like she could be doing like Xanny and like marijuana, and that's not that big a deal. It's like you get the munchies.
We're not saying that that's appropriate. Don't do that. We're going to be liable someday, so don't do that. Don't do it. We're saying that's bad.
Yeah, kids, drugs are bad.
Don't do it. DARE programs. We grew up in DARE programs. Okay, so he tells her that him and his brother were drunk and they were driving, and they hit someone on the side of the road who's riding a bike.
In their defense, it's dark as fuck out there. There's not one bloody light on the road, and it's one of those roads that is just like one car.
Yeah, it's like one. Yeah, and it's not double.
The speed limit is 70 miles an hour.
Okay, that's not really the issue. The issue is that he tells her at the time, when he tells her this, he's like, we did this terrible thing. We hit this guy. He's dead.
Yeah.
Right? He died. And we bury his body on our property. Because we don't want to like lose everything we have in our life.
And ruin our lives.
Because of this one bad decision where I kill someone else.
And I'm like, same.
You're like, no, Jessie.
Yes.
That's terrible.
I was like, I get it,
but you have to be responsible for your actions.
Yeah, but what about that guy being responsible for his actions?
That's victim blaming.
There is no reason this middle-aged guy should be riding a bicycle in the pitch black on a back road in the middle of the night in Scotland. I mean, you want to talk about, like, bad choices in life?
There actually was a reason.
Yeah, he was doing it for...
He didn't have
charity.
to. He could have stayed at the inn. He could have stayed at the inn that night where the innkeeper said, dude, don't you want to stay here? Because driving on that road is a stupid thing.
I agree. I'm all about victim blaming, unfortunately. But I'm always like, that person was dumb as a rock. But I really
feel adamant. Like,
he should not have been on that road at night.
No.
Everybody said that.
Yes.
Even the bartender and stuff. But he was doing this charity bike race to raise money. And so...
And if you're drinking, you shouldn't be driving.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're drinking, you shouldn't be driving.
But I don't, like, UK people have different, like, takes on that.
Because you live in bumfuck and you can do what you want? No, he shouldn't have been driving. That's crazy. So she's like stunned by this, right? Mm-hmm. She's like shocked. She's like, oh my God, I don't even know. Like, this is crazy. She seemed pretty moved by it, don't you think? Like, as in, like, it affected her. Mm-hmm. And she felt like she needed to tell somebody.
Like,
she's like,
the cops.
Well, I'm saying, she's like, this is wrong. This needs to be reported.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do it right away.
Well, because I think she's, like, trying to grapple with it.
She's like, I gotta go to work, cut up some bodies.
I mean, to be honest, there's, like, implications to that. Like, if you tell somebody, it's like admitting it happened, right? Like, to yourself, it's like, this is real, right? Mm-hmm. Like, where
this person that I love did this and I have to own it.
And if you haven't told anybody, there is this ambivalence you can live in, that this
denial. You can live in denial
that this is not real.
I'm like, bitch, turn them in.
And then the thing is, like, what it also defines that moment in your relationship, because you're like, okay, in essence, this is ending our relationship too, right? And if you are just in that Twitter-pated, state, you're not really quite there yet. And the thing is, people will reason away almost anything.
I know, but see, here's my problem, because you're like, she loves him, and I'm like, no, I could not. If I've only been with this person for so long, I could not love them how I did before if I know that they killed someone, even if it was on accident, and covered it up. Like, killing them on accident is one thing.
But you can't understand the idea that, like, this wasn't an intentional thing. This person was irresponsible for even being out there.
This poor guy, his family, they don't have answers. They don't know what happened to him. He goes missing and disappears. She looks it up and finds out, he's basically been missing.
I stand by the fact that this man should have never been out there in the first place.
So what? But that doesn't mean that you get to, like, hit him with a car and then be like, whatever about it. So, there's so much more. Here's the thing. She eventually is like, I'm going to tell the police, but I don't know when. And then at some point, Sandy, the guy she's dating, says to her, someone's going to be building on this property and I need to dig up the body and move it. Can you help me? Red flag number 17. Like,
well, honestly, like,
and she's like, oh, this is what pushes her to tell the police, because she's like, I need to tell the police before he, 1, wants me to do this with him, and 2, moves the body and he's like, how do you dispose of a body? Can we burn it? And then she's all spiraling, like, did he start dating me because I'm a pathologist and he can use me for information on how to dispose of this body?
And see, when I saw that part of the episode, I thought, oh my God, he was just targeting you. But then later,
he wasn't targeting her. But I was like, oh, you're smart enough to think that he targeted you, but you're not smart enough to make the right choices. This girl, I cannot understand people who see it's like an easy path. It's like a very clear path ahead of what you're supposed to do.
Not
and
when you have intense feelings about somebody.
They run the opposite direction. It's so crazy to me. So she tells the police.
Because you're not only blowing up your life, you're blowing up their lives too. And it's not even just Sandy's, it's also his brother's. Like,
I know.
You're blowing up 3 lives by telling people.
So she finally goes to the police.
Yeah.
She tells them. The police really fumble this.
Oh my God. No, the police don't fumble. They fuck it up. I mean, any opportunity they have to kind of do some of this the right way, they fucking do it the wrong way.
She goes and tells them about this. She has to find out, like, she finds out where the body is buried, right? Because she's like, they're going to need a body. She marks it with a can of Red Bull.
Sugar-free Red Bull.
And they're like, okay, we're going to go excavate and dig up this body. But they can't, like, hold him on anything.
It's so different over there.
It is. It really is.
And I thought it was really interesting, like, this concept, too, of, like, they have to corroborate everything.
Yeah, corroborate,
So, like, it can't just be...
It has to be two witnesses. Yes. It can't just be one. Like,
you have to have, like, enough evidence that makes it not circumstantial anymore.
It's like, if somebody sees something, you have to have somebody else who's seen it.
Yeah.
And then that makes it... Like,
also, I love the idea of, like, there's intentional and then wicked recklessness.
Oh, they do,
like,
yeah.
Wicked recklessness. So
that's what
we should have named this podcast Wicked Recklessness.
Because we just throw stuff everywhere and we don't worry about it. No, so, like, they're trying to dig up the body. It takes them so long.
Yeah.
To dig it up. And they've already brought them in for questioning. Mm-hmm. They don't admit to anything.
They admit to nothing. They can't hold them.
She's at her mom's house freaking out. Then she goes back to her apartment in Glasgow. And he straight up is like, hey, babe, they took my phone and all this. I'm on this person's phone. Can I come over to your apartment? Because he doesn't know that she's the one that turned him in.
Yeah.
And he's all paranoid. Like, he thinks that the police have been, like, listening in and, like, surveillancing them, like, all this time.
And that somebody on the property said something.
Yeah. And she's like, okay.
Sure.
And the police are
don't you think...
don't ever go back to him, cut and run.
But they failed her. They didn't, like, protect her. They didn't... I mean, while they didn't say to Sandy and Robert, like, hey, your fiance is the one that, like, told us. They also, like, reprimand her for having him come over, but it's like, what is she supposed to do? Because if she had said no or acted any differently, it would have given it away.
Yeah, so they do talk about how you're considered a vulnerable person or not.
A vulnerable witness.
And so, like...
And she should have been entitled to all these different services.
Yeah, so, like, they get you in contact with somebody who, like, helps take care of you and, like, get you through the legal process and make sure that you can see someone to talk about stuff. And the lady definitely who, like, is a part of that department...
And can we talk about how I want to grow up and look just like her? Like, she was, like, the chicest, like, old lady... Like,
no, she wasn't.
Yeah, she did. She had, like, the like salt and pepper short hair. She had her lipstick on. Like, she was so put together. I was loving it.
Oh,
I was like, yes, please.
Okay.
How did that not register with you?
She looked really wrinkly.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't have to look wrinkly, but I could still, like, you know, I could still be put together like her.
Well, so she's like, they definitely failed. She was a vulnerable person. And the police look at it from the perspective of, they're like, she's very intelligent. She went to medical school. You know, she was only...
I think it's just them making excuses.
They are. They're totally making excuses. They're like, she was only in this relationship for like 2 months or whatever. And I'm like, that should not determine the vulnerability of this person.
Thank you.
It shouldn't.
No,
like, it's not like,
shouldn't.
Oh, you only dated this person 3 weeks and therefore you're not vulnerable. And I'm like, and they think because, like, this girl has a lot of mental health problems. Okay. And I'm saying that as someone with mental health issues because she's doing a lot of substance abuse. Some of the things I could understand her rationing, like, because she's like, how do I tell him?
But I think unfortunately the police put her in a situation where she had to, like,
continue.
She had to choose what survival looked like for her, right? So survival either was like running away and leaving your family and, like, completely hiding and isolating yourself, not knowing if they're going to find you or what that's going to look like, and if they're going to, like, because, like, they know your parents and stuff too, or is survival playing along with this and pretending like nothing's gone wrong? And I think that was the path of least resistance.
Well, and it starts to blow up because he comes over, him and his brother, his twin, and they're like, oh yeah, the police have my phone, blah blah blah, this is all the stuff that's going on, and they're staying with her in her apartment in Glasgow, and she's like, I just have to go along with this because they don't know it was me, and I just have to pretend everything's fine, and I support them. And then the brother pulls her aside and is like, I don't know what Sandy's told you, but he basically tells her that when they hit the guy in the, like, I want to say hit and run, but they didn't run. They hit him and he's not dead. He is 100% still alive. They could have gotten him help. Instead, they drag him and hide him on the side of the road. They leave, go get a different car, change their clothes, go back to the scene of the crime, load him up in their car. He's still alive.
I have different feelings
about
this.
Still alive. and then go and bury him on their property.
First off, these men are admittedly intoxicated. I do not feel confident that after seeing this mangled guy that they've hit on the road in the pitch black, that they could say beyond a shadow of a doubt whether he was alive or not.
He was moving, I think. They said he like moves and stuff, and he's making noise. He's groaning.
I don't think so. I think no.
Yeah. They do not get him the help he needs, and they let him suffer. And they do all these things to basically make this guy, like, to murder him and put him in a pit. So she finds this out, right? And she's like, that's disgusting. That's terrible. And she keeps on hanging out with them. She records them saying stuff on her computer, on her phone.
She keeps hanging out with them too, because at this point they haven't arrested them.
No, they haven't. I understand it. Like, I kind of understand.
So
where
it's
you're
like, what is she supposed to do?
I get that a little, where she's like, how do I separate myself from them? They're staying at my apartment, but they should have never come to her apartment. She should have been like, I'm staying with my mom and dad.
But he had to stay somewhere with someone related, and because they were engaged, air quotes, he could stay there.
So bad. So bad. And so she finds this out. She's like, throughout the entire documentary, she's like, this is terrible. This is awful. But then I stay with him and I go back with him. And he actually finds out that she turned him in and comes to her place, and they have it out, and they still stay together.
Yeah.
They fight. She's like scared for her life. And he actually is like, I mean, I don't blame you. And they're still dating.
But isn't that,
and they're doing cocaine, and they're doing drugs and alcohol, and they're making all these terrible life choices. And then she ends up having to go on leave because they bring the body to where she works.
Yeah, and she can't be there because it's a conflict of interest.
She's forced to go on to leave. And so she goes and hangs out with him.
But doesn't it say something about him that he's like, oh, you turned me in and I don't blame you? I mean, isn't that like a bonus point in his favor?
No.
Why?
I mean, I don't blame you, but I'm a shitty person. Because
he's like,
he's awful.
No, but he's like, I'm a shitty person. I shouldn't have done this. This is not your fault.
I just feel like she is fundamentally scared of being alone. She, like, when I'm listening and watching all this, all I keep thinking is she's borderline personality disorder.
Okay.
It's a serious mental health condition characterized by a long-term pattern of intense, unstable emotions, impulsivity, poor self-image, and tumultuous relationships. Individuals with BPD often experience extreme mood swings, high sensitivity to rejection, a deep fear of abandonment. While it's challenging, you can deal with it in therapy, they tend to abuse drugs and alcohol. Like, she takes so much videos of them. All she is ever doing is recording. There is so much fucking footage because she's constantly looking at herself on her phone camera and recording them. It is like insane how much she records herself. But she has like a poor self-image. Mm-hmm. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, so it's very borderline personality disorder. Like, where she has this fear of abandonment. Like, she doesn't want to be alone. She talks about for the first time she's felt like she was seen. It's just like so crazy to me. And I feel for her because I feel like she has a lot of issues, which is what made her stay and not see red flags.
But I blame the police because I feel like you have this vulnerable witness. You have resources. You do not provide her the resources. You do not provide her the avenues to insulate herself from these guys and in this situation, and this is the result of that.
I mean, they do at one point come to her apartment to talk to her, the police again, and Sandy and the brother are staying there, and they're like, God, Caroline, I can't believe this. And then that right there should have been like, she's a vulnerable person. Yes. And they didn't do anything about it. And then the brother's like, they know your name. And she's like, what? No? Huh?
Well, I'd have been like, yeah, they showed up and walked in my apartment. Of course they fucking know my name.
I know, right?
Like, why would they not know my name?
Yeah,
like, you think you just walk into an apartment of somebody you don't know?
Someone you don't know.
I mean,
of course they know who she is. Yeah, it's, I don't know. But
you can't in any way, shape, or form, like, if you found out that Gare did something when he was in college and regrets it and, made the best of the situation / buried the body, like, you couldn't get past that?
Are we just now? Are we?
I don't think that's a fair comparison.
No, because you're
Why?
saying we're early dating. Because like I'm talking about like they've only been in a relationship a month or so. I'm not. It's different if you're asking me. I'm with Gare for 16 years. Thank you, Binky. And suddenly,
Binky, I'm gonna need you to go.
and then suddenly you're
do
like,
something else.
now you're with this person, and you have this whole life with them. That's different. But like to me, it's a very different situation when you're just started dating someone. Even if you
know, I guess I just think that like you and Gare went from like 0 to 60 in 3.5.
Yeah.
And so these people went from 0 to 60 in 3.5. So why is that?
Yeah, but I also knew Gare through a friend group and knew of him. I didn't drive 2.5 hours away to meet some rando who hunts. Like, no, I didn't do that. Like, it's very different. Because I thought the same thing. I was like, well, Gary and I were hot and heavy really fast. And Mom's like, yeah, but you knew him through a group of friends that you've been friends with. Like, you knew his character. You weren't just like meeting some rando like on the side of the street. And you decided you're like, oh, he's my guy. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. That's true. I didn't. And I guess my biggest situation that I had the hardest time is like, even when they come to her apartment and stuff, and it's just like she had just turned them in and stuff, and she's just trying to play along, they go back to their estate, like they call it the property,
Yeah.
and she goes out there to be with them and spends months with them out there.
Well, but that's also because
That's so
she has been
crazy.
removed from her job.
Oh, okay. So because you don't have a job, you have to go hang out with the guy who you already thought was terrible for murdering someone.
She's been removed from her job. It's COVID. You're already in like isolation. And at that point, he knows that you told, and he has taken the blame upon himself. He's not blaming you. So it's not like he's not admitting to it.
She records him in her apartment, him saying the cyclist shouldn't have been there and he was a stupid cunt.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Showing no remorse for burying him and not letting his family know, and she still decides to go hang out with him at his house.
I know, but also here's the other thing. This guy is like a gamekeeper. They shoot, they kill, they hunt all the time.
No!
I think there's an opportunity where like you become desensitized to death, and she talks about that.
Well, they talk about
like,
how
when
they had a rough upbringing.
They had a rough upbringing, and the thing is, when you are around death all the time, you do become desensitized to it. And so, I mean, it just becomes another thing you're dealing with.
You're crazy.
I don't think I'm crazy. I think I'm trying to show how somebody in that state could rationalize that.
I think you're just giving her more credit than she deserves, because she's so unstable that she finally decides to break up with him, but then she hangs out with this other crowd back in Glasgow, and she's like drinking and doing drugs all the time.
I think that shows that she was...
And then they tell her she has to come into court to testify, and she skips town on the day she's supposed to do it, goes back to his property to find the bike that she thinks is in this like waterfall, and she's filming herself the entire. I'm like, who are you talking to? She's filming
it's
herself.
her record.
She's filming herself
for the court,
doing crazy shit, looking like a crazy person, hiding from the police who are coming to find her, and she's like hiking to find this stupid waterfall where she thinks the bike is hidden. They've already searched all the waterfalls. She's so delusional and mentally ill at that point. I'm like, this girl's got issues, man.
I mean, I'm not saying she doesn't have issues, but I also think that, again, nobody has protected her, nobody has done anything, and she's thinking, I'm going to go and have to put myself before this court and testify, and you are asking everything of me, and if there was something else to like corroborate this story or this situation, then I wouldn't maybe have to testify, and it wouldn't have to be like left to me.
I thought the documentary did show a little bit that she had reason to be maybe paranoid about the police and things like that, but maybe it didn't go deep enough.
Yeah.
To to say how out of control she could have been and how scared she could have been or should have been.
Yeah, I definitely think she had. You're right. I think she had a right to be somewhat like distrustful of the police, because she went to them from the get go, and then they're like, "Oh, we're going to take care of this," and then they're like, "We're digging up a body and we can't arrest them and we don't have grounds and blah blah blah," and it's like she thought she would go and it would just be done.
And
like,
she was their primary case, and that's what I think was where the police were failing her. Is like, if I am the case,
You should
is
be
that enough? And you should be protecting
her and more on what she's doing all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
And I will say too, like, I mean, after watching 800 million murder documentaries and stuff like that, even as someone who is like, would I do that? No. But if I knew that I hadn't done something and the police came in and like wanted to question me, I'd be like, I'm not talking to you. Get me a lawyer. Even though I know I've done literally nothing wrong, because I don't trust the system. The system, and when people have made up their mind, it is like stacked against you. And I think that people come to like the conclusions that they want to make up in their mind, whether it's right or wrong. We have seen over and over again, especially in America, that the system is faulty.
It's so broken.
It is broken.
Yeah.
There's people on death row who get killed and then are later exonerated. And there's people who have spent, life in prison, and then 40, 50 years later, some DNA comes forward and exonerates them. I mean, the system is flawed, and it's like you have to protect yourself because they are not there to protect you, regardless of you being innocent or guilty.
I definitely think she should have had a barrister or somebody with her, because that's insane. But can we talk about when they're doing the trial stuff?
Yeah.
I can't stand the fucking wigs they wear on their heads.
I know.
They look so stupid. And I'm like, I don't trust or take any of you seriously because you look so... They wear it on top
like
of their
Alexander
head.
Hamilton
and
is trying to
But it's not even like a wig that like covers their hair. It's like they wear it like a little top hat, and it's the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen. And I feel like it makes them all look so stupid.
But I will say, we didn't talk about this, but like she never has to testify because they plea it down and they admit to guilt.
Well, they can't do the murder charge. They can't do it where it's murder. It's instead like the reckless.
Yeah, because they again shit the bed and don't have enough evidence to actually convict these guys of murder. Because even the forensic pathologist is like, I can't confirm whether this person was alive or dead when they were hit.
Yeah, they're like, I can't confirm.
And that's, I mean, honestly, that's part of it, that it's like, I just doubt their capacity to be able to even tell that.
Yeah, I think they were like drunk out of their mind and stuff, but I still think that they should have gone and done anything they could to help this guy. I think they made a lot of bad choices, just like she did. There's a lot of bad choices. I just watch it and I'm like, oh my God, this is another thing you shouldn't do. I just keep thinking, do the opposite. Just do the opposite of what you want to do, and that's the right answer, because that girl's dumb.
But I think most people, their instinct is to protect themselves, and I think in this case, across the board, everybody, other than the stupid biker that was out there in the middle of the night, everybody was doing what human nature drives them to do, which is self-preservation.
I feel bad for the biker.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying I understand it.
No, you're wrong. I'm right. I think they should all be in jail. They also only serve like 5 years, or no, the brother, the one driving was 12 years, and then the other one's like 5 years.
Yeah, but again, do you really think, even if you did this, do you really think you should spend your life in jail?
No.
For hitting someone who is in the middle of the night, and we mean like 2 or 3 in the morning, in the pitch black, riding on a road when he knows he shouldn't be? Should you go to jail for the rest of your life for that?
Maybe not for hitting him, but for burying him,
for covering it up.
Exactly. That's exactly. No, that's not a rest of your life thing.
I feel like it should, maybe not the rest of your life.
And I'm not saying I would have done the same thing. I mean, at that moment, freaked out, trying to protect myself, but I'd have been in the wrong.
I think you would be surprised how many people would make the exact same decision.
But they still would be in the wrong.
Yeah, they're still in the wrong, though.
Morally, you're still in the wrong. Ethically, you're still in the wrong. But does that mean people wouldn't do it? No, people would.
But it's wrong.
Would understand and make. I think there is more people that would agree with that decision than would admit publicly. Because I think most people would say, if I said I agreed with it, I would get judgment for it. But I think that there's so many people that would be like...
judged. It's terrible. Don't do that.
I think there's so many people that would, if they were in the exact same position, do the exact same thing.
Oh my God. No.
I'm looking forward to the post-pod.
I'm telling you. So what we've learned is Jessie will definitely hit and run or bury a body.
Kiki will be helping me bury the body.
No, I won't.
But then she's going to chastise me the whole way.
Then I'm going to turn you in right after.
Apparently.
I'm going to be like, you want to go get ice cream? And then I'm going to drive to the police station.
And then you're going to be like, I'm a vulnerable witness. I need you to protect
Help me.
Also, I look just like her.
Also, I have a podcast with her. It's going to be really hard not hanging out with her. Can you you help me? And
also, I don't know if I can save this to talk about on the pod. So if you could just record this in the station, that would save us a lot of...
It would save me so much time and editing.
And she's like,
so
who's going to play me in the Netflix documentary?
Ooh.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. All right, this is Jessie.
This is Kiki.
And this is Two Girls, One Haircut.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, this is Jessie. Real quick, before you go, if you aren't doing this already, please don't forget to follow us, rate us, and leave us a review. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. But 5 stars only, because really, who needs that kind of negativity in their life? And if you've made it this far, you're basically family. So let's act like it and share the episode. Okay, bye.